And everyone to be here today. You heard about from Anna and Ayo how to give the feedback, no matter how they wrap in fancy papers or plastic, or whether it's a burger with beef, grass-fed beef with gochugaru and kimchi. You still have to receive it. So what do you do with the gift that either you want it or you don't want it? It starts in 3 steps, which I wish I know before. It starts from the very before you receive the feedback. It started from here. It is about being open about receiving the feedback, or it's something called changing the mindset or shift the mindset into a growth mindset. It means that you have to open to receive the feedback, knowing that the feedback will help you to grow. Everyone can improve over time, learning and perseverance. And that's how you will grow over time. Everyone can improve, including you. That's the very first step before you receive the feedback. Have an open mindset. The second thing you can do to be more active in the process is that to ask the question. So you actively ask for feedback. In that way, you will feel that you're in the control. You don't feel so passive that, okay, I'm going to receive the feedback, but you actively seeking for feedback. Now, move to the second stage or the second phase when you receive the feedback. Let me take you to 2019, which is a very easy year to remember before the pandemic. I entered a contest, which is a poster contest for young researchers of the Nordic region. The winner will represent in a bigger conference, basically the worldwide region. I presented the poster looked like this. After you have heard all the method of giving feedback, just have a quick look. Have a thoughts about the design. Don't think about the content because it might be not something relevant for you. It looks like this. Everyone has a good look. After the contest, I actively ask for the feedback from the jury. Guess what they say.
Well structured?
Your poster looks too Asian. And then, so when you receive the feedback, what happens is that you have to be active listen. It means that you only listen to what people say, not about what you think people are gonna say. Because what I'm thinking like, oh, you have a good presentation, you spend 10 minutes talking about your research and that's your takeaway is too Asian. So you failed both as a speaker and a designer.
It's because of the name, I guess.
Yes, but it's an international competition. So in the phase that you receive the feedback, be active in listening. You don't assume what people say, just listen to what they say. Something optional is that you can ask for clarifying questions, which I actually didn't do. That you can ask why you think in that way or what do you mean by that, so you can clarify what people actually meant. After you receive the feedback, that's the most difficult part because that is the time you start to process the feedback. it's very common, no matter how well you prepared in advance, that you, okay, I'm now not gonna receive the feedback, I will try to improve, but it's very normal that you will go through several stages of emotion. That process, let it go through. One of the authors suggests the corpse yoga position, that you just lie down on the floor and let the feedback flow through your body. And feel any kind of emotions that it causes to you. Usually it starts with some kind of anger. It's like, of course I'm Asian, the design obviously Asian. What he meant was it has too many these little cartoon thing. And then when after the anger stage, you will go to the denial stage. Like, this cannot be true. It's kind of my style. I like it. Then after the process, you will go to the reflect stage. Now you start to more rational about the feedback. Once I saw another presentation at another conference in the US, also Vietnamese. It's like, oh yeah, she kind of had the same style, but now I get it why it's called Asian style. But because here, I entered an international conference, then I need to change the style a little bit. Another jury, she said, you kind of represent Nordic countries. Make it a bit more Nordic style. Like, what is Nordic style?
No cartoons.
Yes.
Sauna.
I went to Sweden
No cartoons.
to look at
It was
what
best.
is Nordic style. When I was in Sweden, I was not in Stockholm, it was a smaller town which I cannot even remember the name. And I look at the shops, and like, oh, okay, this is what Nordic style look like. This is the renewed version of the poster. It's white, clean, Nordic looking.
Thank you, Steph.
Honestly, after I made the new poster, I didn't like it. After you process the feedback, you start to think, after the anger and denial, you start to reflect on the feedback and think about whether you're gonna accept or deny the feedback. It doesn't mean you have to agree 100% with what other people said. If you think about the motives, the intention, the position of the feedback giver, can you believe that person? Can you trust that person? Do you have the same personal goals as that person? Does the feedback reflect to your professional values? Then you can take the feedback. If you in doubt, ask another person for different opinions. After the end of all of that process, what is important is to follow up with the feedback. Because you have to ask other people whether what you improved is what they meant. Or is what you improved is actually something that you plan to do or you just think it is, but it's actually not. And when I show this new poster to the dean of the department, she said, oh, now I'm so happy. I'm not sure if you're happy or not, but we are so happy with your new design. Because it looks like more Nordic. And from this feedback, I think I'm quite offensive with my Asian style for a very long time, until I start to get the point of what they meant with Asian style. So I start to reduce those kind of animation cartoon design and lean more toward cleaner, modern look design, which less distracting from the main purpose. So what you can get from the feedback, remember that through 3 stages. Before the feedback, be open, growth mindset. During the feedback, be active, listening. And after the feedback, process on the emotion, decide whether you accept or ignore the feedback, and finally, follow up with the feedback. That's all for me. Thank you.